Hey guys, welcome back. You've landed at Uberflight, and I'm Dave, the creator of this channel. Today I wanted to take a couple minutes and discuss a few things that are going on in the world today and how it relates to us as an Uber driver and an Uber passenger. So as I'm preparing to upload videos as part of the series that I described in an earlier introduction, things are going on in the world and they're affecting us as the Uber passenger and the Uber driver. So I want to take a couple minutes, describe some of these things, and we're going to give some ideas and ask that you, the Uber passenger, have some understanding and some perspective of what it's like to be from our side, the drivers. So let's get to it. Welcome back. I want to take a moment and give a little disclaimer. Although the world is turning and things are happening everywhere, this video is not to get into the politics of the world. It is going to be related solely on fact and solely on the perspective of an Uber passenger and an Uber driver here in the United States. We'll keep it at that. I noted that from yesterday in my area, gas prices jumped 40 cents a gallon. One day, 40 cents. In the last week, it's gone up, let me think, math, about 60 to 70 cents a gallon in 1 week. No, more than that. 80 cents a gallon. 80 cents a gallon. So let's talk about a few things. First, I want you to realize that Uber hasn't started compensating the drivers for this nearly $1 increase in my area alone. I'd hate to be an Uber driver in California or a rideshare driver in California where they're paying $5 a gallon. I'm not paying that. But when you consider 80 cents a gallon jump in 1 week, that's pretty significant. So you got, for me personally, 80 cents a gallon equates to last year, prior to any of this stuff going on. So I picked middle of last year. I was paying $22 to $25 to fill my tank. In any given day, when I'm working full time, I use a full tank of gas. So in my earnings, that's, $20, $25, 1 to 2 hours of work to just fill my tank. Now think about it today. Today I saw gas went up 40 cents. I looked just a few minutes ago. And that means right now I'm going to pay near $60 to fill my tank. How does that relate to what Uber does? Uber's not compensating the drivers yet for this. I kind of did a brief Google search, and Uber drivers are complaining nationwide that prices are not sufficiently higher to compensate us for our gas. Now, I'm not trying to be so darn selfish and egotistical to say that you, the passenger, needs to have that raised astronomically. No. But when you consider that I'm paying 2 to 3 times as much to fill my tank, Uber does need to consider, and rideshare and Lyft as well, need to consider compensating the drivers. Because what's going to happen? Well, first thing, drivers are going to reduce their uncompensated driving time. That means I'm not going to be willing to go as far to pick up a passenger because that is uncompensated time when that passenger's drive or ride is only 4 or 5 minutes, so to speak. It reduces the return on investment for me. Okay, so think about it that way. If I'm going to go drive 5 or 6 miles, which isn't that far, but you're only going 2 miles or 3 miles, I want you to think about that. If I'm going 10 to 12 minutes or more to pick you up and you're going on a 5-minute ride, that does not compute well in my return on investment. Another thing is that I want you, the passenger, to understand that during these tough times here in the United States, you need to be bluntly, you need to be better prepared when you start requesting your Uber. Okay? Yes, I still want to give the best ride possible, and I want you to pay as little as possible, but I need to make the ride valuable. So I want you to be ready to go. That means the more time that you make the driver wait when we arrive, that is not profitable to anybody. Why? Because what's going to happen is that you are going to create long wait times for the driver that they could be providing other rides somewhere else, thereby reducing the wait time for everybody else, thereby reducing the demand that Uber uses and Lyft uses to create their pricing algorithm. So that means as more people need rides, Uber and Lyft adjust their pricing schemes on the fly to increase what they charge you. That is normal during any given time, and it is still normal even in today's tough times, but they do not adjust it as high as they need to right now from a driver's perspective. So be prepared, plan ahead, think about using the reservation style of requesting a ride, and be prepared. I'm sorry to say it, but be prepared that you might be waiting 15, 20, or even 30 minutes during these times for your driver to arrive. Because as these times continue to get tougher, drivers are going to decide not to drive. It just isn't. If I have to work 3 to 4 more hours a day just to fill my tank, that affects how many rides I can give and still make a profit. So yeah, we need to all work together. One thing I do want to mention, and I've briefly mentioned it in another video that will be uploaded soon, is that please, during these times, don't think that requesting the ride, seeing what it's going to cost you, then requesting the ride or canceling the ride, and then requesting it in another rideshare service and seeing what it's going to cost you there. Please don't think that you're going to get a different price or a cheaper price. The chances are you are actually going to get a higher price from your end because you are creating a false demand. Meaning that Uber and Lyft are monitoring how many people are requesting rides. Then you cancel and you re-request. Well, you just created another request. As Uber does not distinguish, their algorithm can't say, oh, Jane Doe or John Smith requested the same ride twice. They don't see that. They just see it's a high demand. So yeah, think about that when you're doing it. You need to keep your request. Use 2 different devices or split view, split screen to request one ride at a time, or at the same time, at the same time. Look at them both and decide which one you want. Then cancel the other, but do not cancel the one that you want. Does that make sense? So yeah, let's work on that, and that will help keep the rideshare industry hopefully affordable. With that in mind, I'm going to leave it at this, that please understand drivers are going to be very choosy, very picky about what rides they give. Be prepared. Be ready to go. Please, please, I'm not trying to be selfish or rude. Please be ready to go. The longer the drivers are waiting, the less time they have to help other people as well. Consider using the reservation system and be cognitive of what you're trying to do to get a cheaper ride. Okay, that's it on my rant for today. We'll get back with you in the next video. Have a good one. Stay safe during these times, and we'll see you the next time.